Well, good morning, guys. Good morning. It is a good morning here in Portugal. Well, in fact, it isn't. It isn't a good morning. It's a heavy rainy day today. But it's Friday. So that's the good news. The good news that's Friday and it's Halloween weekend as well. Halloween it's not a great deal here in Portugal, um but yeah, I think it's more in a American tradition than European. Uh, but yeah, I guess we Portuguese and we as European we are following those traditions as well. So I can see a lot of kids. Yesterday's night, I heard a lot of kids, and yeah, today will be the same probably. Um, so I hope you're doing well. I hope your week will end well as well. And yeah, I guess let's get straight into the charts. Um, let's take a look at it. So I have a lot of levels here, as you can see, but I will explain to you what these levels are. So first of all, these levels here, I mean, these one right here, they are relative to the wicks that the daily candle yesterday formed. We had a daily candle with a upper wick and a down wick. So this is the upper wick and this is the downside wick. So it is possible for price to try to explore those sides of the wick. So this is the upper band of the wick, here the lower band of the wick. The shadow area is the new week opening gap. So notice how price just went down yesterday and it came for precisely the 50% of the new week opening gap. So it was kind of an algorithmic signature on price. It came up to the upside with the earnings of I believe it was, I don't know if it was Meta or Microsoft. I can't remember. But yeah, let me just no, it was Apple, and it was Apple and Amazon. So the earnings just moved price to the upside, and it kind of formed a 1 hour fair value gap here, which I believe we will probably explore in this session. So let me zoom in a bit here and go for the 1 hour, the 1 minute, I guess. I mean, so 1 minute, and let's zoom in a little bit here. So midnight open, 8:30 open here, pre-market highs, and I will mark the 9:30 open as well, which is around here. There we go. 9:30 open. I will mark the 9:50 macro as well. You already know. For those who follow me, they already know that this is my time window of election here. I usually go for this type of time window to search for something. And yes, right now, as you can see, 0% and 100%. So price is just inside of this range. So this range is kind of a no-go for us to play with. I would like to see price eventually come a little bit lower, taking out London lows, Asia lows, and even eventually lower. I would not. I'm kind of inclined for a bearish bias today, so I would like to see price coming lower eventually, trying to explore the quadrants of the daily wick that you can see here. So let's just see, because right now we have an accumulation here. This might be the manipulation to the upside, and now we probably will distribute lower, but I need to see some willingness to stay below London lows and not see and not see any type of bullish reaction to the upside. So we will wait a bit here to see if price is willing to trade below London and yeah, I guess maintain its way below it. So let's see. So the first minutes are moving price to the downside as expected. This is the first presented fair value gap. If we close here, this might be the first presented fair value gap. But let's wait a bit just before heading into something. At this point, London lows are taken. We are reaching for Asia lows as well. I need to see this candle close to really so we got the closure here. Oops. So the chat's saying that we are bullish. I'm more inclined for a bearish bias. But let's see. Let's wait a little bit more just to see if we are really bullish or bearish. So nice reaction after taking London lows. We still have Asia lows to be taken as well. Let me just check what NQ is doing. So where are the, yeah, it didn't take Asia lows. So so price came lower for the midnight open. It kind of disrespected midnight open. And now we are still trading in between the wick, the daily wick. So this to me is a no-go zone here. It's kind of a range bound. It can be range bound here. So I would rather wait for price to come lower or eventually come higher. This to me, price can eventually do whatever it wants here. So I would rather wait for price to take one side and not try to play anything here. Hmm. Hello, Pablo. How you doing? Yeah, I guess smart money have many buy contracts from yesterday's close. I expect price move close to above the highs to sell. I'm not sure about it, Pablo, honestly, but let's see. If we are bullish, we should go for at least Asia lows and then react in a bullish way. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure because on NQ you have a big um, buy side inefficiency here, which can eventually mark a move lower. So let's wait a bit. So far we are in fact heading lower here. Let's see if the first presented fair value gap will act as a bearish PD array here, or if we will get some sort of reaction as soon as we touch this hourly fair value gap. And yeah, price is trading lower as expected, below Asia. So we are entering the first quadrant of the daily wick now. Seems like it wants to retouch that NWOG. Let's see if bearish order flow is being respected here. We have another fair value gap, bearish one. So price now is reaching for the midpoint of the bullish fair value gap. And it seems like it wants to trade a little bit lower. So price is now starting to react. It kind of stopped at 50% of the bullish fair value gap, but I'm expecting this 1 minute bearish one to eventually hold. Yeah, we can be -4 standard deviation. There we go. Yeah, this was a quick reaction on price here. Seems like price is really heavy. It wants to trade lower. So it kind of left the bearish fair value gap opened. Nice reaction here once again. Let's see how far this reaction will go on price. It's kind of hard place to get short here. Let me just take a look at the regular trading hours. Yeah, it still has some more room to go to the downside here. Buy side liquidity has been taken here. Still has some of that buy side liquidity. Tricky spot here, honestly. Yeah, it seems like NQ wants to trade a little bit lower. Let me just check what YM is doing at this point. Yeah, but YM is trying to push to the upside. It kind of took out sell side liquidity. Yeah, ES is starting to react here. So let's see how far price will react if we indeed respect the order, the bearish order flow, or if we just take a reversal now, because now we are as well inside a macro. So this can play out as a reversal as well, but I can see that NQ is kind of heavy right now. Yeah, I can see that it took London lows and Asia lows. And YM is pushing, but I'm not feeling that this will be a reversal since there's no reaction on NQ. Wicks are doing a lot of damage here, but price is having a hard time to get out of this 1 hour fair value gap, so I don't feel like this is a reversal. It might be a continuation to the downside. But I will let it play a little bit more. See, price is having a hard time to close above the midpoint of the fair value gap. But yeah, as you see, as you're saying, YM is pushing, and that to me is kind of a red flag. Now I like to see some weakness here on YM. I will wait a bit more, but yeah, as you can see, there's no willingness to close above that fair value gap. So I believe we will go lower from here. Really. And Q also playing with us. me just check once again. Tough decision because NQ already took a new low. And yes, despite being despite respecting this, yeah, I guess we go down. We go, yeah. Missed opportunity here. I kind of hesitated a little bit. Let's just check what YM is doing. So if I had to do something like this, I would rather wait here because I'm not liking how prices is wicking to the downside here. Let me check the 15. Yeah, it's a tricky spot because we are inside of a bullish fair value gap here on the 15, on the 1 hour. Yeah, this is a tricky spot, but I still believe we go lower. So we kind of entered the lower wick we are working the first quadrant of it, trying to get above or below it. You're a conspiracist. You think they are tricking cells to move higher? Probably. That's why I'm not that convinced as well about this price action, but there is no signs of bullishness here as well. God damn it, there's a fly here. Yeah, YM is trying to respect this as well. Kind of a tough decision, honestly. We are inside of a macro, but the macro is not providing us anything clear here. Price is wicking a lot. Kind of hard. At this point, I will probably wait for something on a higher time frame, because we just closed the 15-minute candle. So right now we have a 15-minute fair value gap here. This one right here. Let me just check on the lower time frames. Yeah, that would be interesting to see price coming once again here. But I'm not sure if it will as well, because this can stay open as a breakaway gap as well. So we are now trading below the midpoint of the 1 hour fair value gap. It's kind of messy, my chart today. There are a lot of levels here. And there we go. Yeah. Should have taken the short around here. Hmm. Yeah, this piece of price action is not what I expected, honestly. Let me take another look at YM just to see. Yeah, I kind of lost some upwards momentum, but now I can see that NQ is trying to pick up some pace here. Well, guess we have to give it some more time here. I'm just I was just watching just to see if YM has really some direction, but it seems like it doesn't. NDS is not giving me those low resistance runs vibe that I would like to see. So right now, will we have an inversion or will price just move towards the 15 minutes, take out this high, and continue lower? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, you are with the bullish bias, right, Pablo? But yeah, I can't see. I still can't see anything bullish here. The only thing that's working right now it's the inverted fair value gap, but that's not enough. We need some sort of a change in the state of delivery, at least. And as soon as price will give that change in the state of delivery, we have the 15-minute fair value gap here as well. Yeah, once again, losing momentum here. So now it seems like price is having a hard time to close above the midpoint of the bullish fair value gap here. Yeah, inversion failing once again. But even for shorts, it's kind of hard, because even if I took a short around here, it's 8 handles, but my stop loss needed to be quite big. What about you guys? Have you taken any trades yet? Are you just watching? We are still flat here. Let me just mark the projection once again, just to have an idea about where price is now and where it can eventually go. Yeah, so in fact, this is a nice projection here. Yeah, moving lower once again. This is a tricky spot because we are in fact inside of a 1 hour fair value gap. So this type of price action is kind of expected whenever we are playing inside of a high time frame PD array. Yeah, price once again touching, and we are trying to move to a lower quadrant here. So yeah, guys, while we wait, just tell me what you guys doing. Goddamn fly. Let me just open the window a bit because display is really annoying me right now. Yeah, guys, we are still waiting. Kind of an empty macro, honestly. Nothing that we can work with. I kind of was inclined for taking a short position, but as soon as I saw that price was just doing this and wicking a lot, I kind of decided to take out the hand out of my trigger. Yeah, price moving lower once again, completely rejecting the midpoint of the 1 hour for Valley Gap. But honestly, I'm not into this piece of price action. I really don't like how it's looking. Yeah, the move lower is happening. The conditions here are not ideal, but the read once again is there. So rejection of the midpoint of the 1 hour fair value gap, rejection of the first quadrant of the daily wick, and now we are tapping into that NWOG, reaching for midpoint of the daily wick as well. Did you guys took any longs, or are you just watching for now? We reached for minus 2.5 standard deviation. We tapped the NWOG. Let's see if we can invert this to take some buy side liquidity. Otherwise, if this continues in a lower drive, just like this, that will not be good. Well, so far I think I'm glad I didn't take anything, because if I would have taken a short position, I would not have been stopped out, but yeah, it wouldn't be great as well. And for a long position, I would have been stopped out so far. So I guess until now, only those who decided to wait are winning. They are buying discreetly. Yeah, usually when we form some sort of price action like this, it usually tends to be a reversal. You might be right, Pablo, but honestly, I need to see some more willingness to the upside to consider this a reversal. It's not looking good for shorts either. And in fact, we are inside of a bullish PD array on a higher time frame. So I think I'm glad I decided to stay away from shorts despite being bearish. But right now we already tapped into the NWOG. The NWOG was probably one of my ultimate targets. But yeah, the only opportunity was around here, but it would be a suffered short, honestly. Let me just take a look at YM just to see if it's trying to do anything, or yeah, it's doing nothing. So we might accumulate for a little bit longer, I guess. Right now, I would only take shorts if we come to the 15-minute fair value gap, take out this high, because like I had the intention to short around here and place my stop above this high. I believe a lot of people are already shorting this, placing their stop around somewhere here. So it's acceptable for price to do something like this and then boom, if we want to continue lower. And for anything bullish, I need to see some displacement. I need to see this inverted, acting as support. And then we will have first presented fair value gap as well, acting as a resistance. It's kind of tricky. But right now we are in a discount because we have 8:30, 9:30, and midnight open. All these are right above us. So it means that we are in a discount. So selling into a discount is not what you want to do. So at this point, I will take these out from here. We'll make the chart a little bit cleaner. But so far, the price action after 9:30, yeah, it's a drive. It's a slightly drive lower, but not one of the good drives lower. It's a higher resistance. Or you look at the footprints as well. 1,000 short contracts entered on NASDAQ, 26,100. 26,100. Damn. 1,000 short contracts. That's a lot of liquidity, honestly. So it seems like it wants to start some sort of displacement here. So yes, it's tapping the bearish fair value gap. Let's see if it will work as a bearish one or if we will invert it. For a bullish scenario, I would like to see it being inverted. So far, yes, is respecting the bearishness of this PD array. So I need to see some more strength to the upside. Just to flip to a bullish direction. This can eventually be just a retrace from minus 2.5 standard deviation to the silver bullet zone, which is -1 and -1.5, and then a move lower if we are still bearish. So that's why I decided not to take anything bullish here. But now we are starting to see some willingness. Let's see how NQ will eventually react here. Yeah, it's not looking bad. NQ just touched a bullish breaker block from yesterday and moving higher. Pablo said. On which time frame, Pablo? On the 15 minutes? Or the 1 hour? Yeah, the 1 hour. So we are approaching this high. Now let's see if price has some willingness to stay above this bullish fair value gap. This is what I would like to see, price staying above it and not coming in inside of it once again. Let me take a look at the regular trading hours. Yeah, it came for the close over the opening range gap. I didn't notice this. Should have noticed it. Again. So a slow grind to the upside here. Yeah, I see the break of block. Yeah, on NQ. That's right. So if we want to take a measure, so now let's see if this will be inverted. Yeah, nice reaction here. Nice reaction from price, inverting and getting out of this bearish, this bullish fair value gap. Reaching for the first presented fair value gap, so we should displace above it as well, and eventually reaching for midnight open. Nice push now. Did you guys took the the longs here. Did you catch the bottom around here or eventually around here? So this might stay open here as a breakaway gap. Let's see if we can get a retrace a little bit lower. Because so far it has been a one drive to the upside. The 15-minute candle has closed, so another 15-minute candle will open. Let's see if it will give us a open low, close high situation. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it seems like it will run without us. So price reaching for midnight open right now. It will reach for 9:30 open as well. I will just take off this one right here. This one right here as well. So we are initiating the macro, 1050 macro. It will start soon. So now touch into the first presented fair value gap. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, I needed to put a larger stop loss, probably. We have this volume imbalance as well. Let's see how far it will retrace. Let's see if we can get this fair value gap here. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Let me just take a look at YM. YM trying to push a little bit above. First presented fair value gap really holding here. Price is not able to close above it, below it. We are inside a macro as well. So yeah, we kind of missed this opportunity, this long opportunity, I guess. I believe it's a bit too late to engage with it. Let's give it a little bit more time just to see if it wants to retrace any lower, or if the first presented fair value gap will just hold price just like it is doing. Retracing lower here. Just let me see where this will end. We touched the bullish fair value gap. Kind of a tap, just tapping into it. Kind of slow inside a macro. It's kind of weird. Nelson, thank you for your likes. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. No tens que. Obrigado. Obrigado, obrigado. Yeah, kind of slow now inside a macro. Not expecting a slow drive inside a macro, but there we go. Price really came from 1 standard deviation to 0.5, and it seems like it wants to continue higher right now. So this might be the continuation to the upside. Mm. Let's try a continuation here to the upside. Esta plataforma é Top Step X. Procuras por Top Step e ela é baseada no TradingView, mas, mas é gerida pela Top Step. Top Step X. Yeah, not liking. Not liking how we are kind of inverting this first presented fair value gap. I would like to see price moving a bit higher. Seems like we are trapped here. Yeah. Seems like our stop is doomed now. Yeah, not liking this action at all. We kind of lost the first presented fair value gap, so this didn't work as a continuation higher. ES is searching for lower prices, and NQ is kind of following. So this might end up as a loss. Yeah, NQ is kind of holding, but ES isn't. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will cut this off. Uh, I just would like to see a closure inside the first presented fair value gap. Otherwise, we will see lower prices, and I guess it will be. And Q trying to push a little bit above, but he is not following. Yeah, we'll cut this off with a minor loss. And we will see if we have an opportunity to re-enter. I'm not liking how price is behaving right now. Ah, there we go. So minor loss there, but it seems like price wants to continue now. Let's see if we can get a closure above the first presented fair value gap. Otherwise, we can get trapped once again. Yeah, just a minor cut here. Just a minor cut. Nothing special. I just didn't like how ES went lower. Could have let the trade run, but it usually doesn't work. But it seems like it wants to continue higher. Yeah. Let's try it once again. Here with a less number of contracts. Here with 3. Pre-market highs would be a nice target. It has some confluence with minus 2.5 standard deviation as well around here, but seems like a bit stretched for what the market is doing right now. Let's see. We should suffer a pit stop here at midnight open and 9:30 open as well. So yeah, NQ not behaving well once again. I would not like to see price coming below once again the first presented fair value gap. So a continuation higher would be nice to see. But at the same time, NQ might need to retest the 15-minute fair value gap. And if so, we will go lower on ES as well. You're saying I'm good, but I don't know, Pablo. Honestly, I feel like I was caught inside this range once again. Yeah, it seems like NQ wants to reach for that 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, not liking how this is trading, honestly. Oh well. So we took out these lows here, and Q did the same. So I'm expecting price to come above once again. At this point, we formed some relative equal highs here as well. We are tapping the bullish fair value gap, but honestly, not liking how this is trading. Really needed to see a reaction here. Yeah, no reaction. We'll have to manually close it. Yeah, it seems like we will not have the opportunity to close it manually. Yeah. Yeah, and Q is heading towards lower prices. I guess this will mark the end here. Was waiting for some sort of a retrace higher now just to close this. Curious to see if this was just a purge lower or a continuation higher. Mm. Well, I guess I will accept it here and end the stream here as well. So almost a 1 hour loss. Could have been worse, honestly. Nice rejection here from this reclaimed, from this inverted fair value gap here. Yeah, now I'm curious to see if we will eventually head lower or if we continue to the upside. But yeah, I guess this wraps up the session. Honestly, I don't feel like I will do anything more. Uh, I can see price delivering a little bit lower, honestly, at this point. Yeah, I mitigated a little bit of the draw here with this quick sell-off. So let's see if we can mitigate a little bit more. I believe the bearish narrative might be in place here. Let's see if we can reclaim this once again as a bearish fair value gap here. Because if you look into the 15-minute, seems like we are respecting this bearish fair value gap here. So we might end up coming lower. Just like we anticipated in the initial moments of the stream. And because we are past 11:30, so 11:30 usually gives us some sort of a momentum. That's what I'm trying to take advantage of. It's giving us some more follow through here. So in terms of lower targets, we clearly have this low here on ES, but I would like to see price coming a little bit lower. Not sure about longer targets, but yeah, this would be acceptable as well. Let's see if we have another momentum down here. So right now we have this as our manipulation leg here to the upside. Price is stopping at minus 1.5, but we have lower targets here, 2.5 and eventually minus 4. Let's see. It's placing a little bit lower. Not sure what's happening right now. I guess it tapped that NWOG and is now displacing higher. So at least we were able to mitigate a little bit of our drawdown if this ends up being stopped out here. Yeah, there we go. Not quite sure what's happening right now. But kind of a crazy market, and this to me it's a sign to stay away from it. So yeah, guys. Not the best, but at least we kind of mitigated half of the loss that we ended up with. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess Monday will be a better day for us. Was not the best session here. Initial thoughts of this was to have a drive lower. The drive lower happened, but without any sort of momentum. And then we missed the reversal here. We kind of missed this reversal. Tried to take a continuation to the upside, but it did not happen. And tried once, tried twice, it did not happen. And then we saw that the price wanted to go lower. We took a short, mitigate part of the losses, but then it spiked up and it's now heading towards new lows once again. Not sure what's happening right now. It's kind of violent price action. Yeah, it might be, Pablo. It might be. They might be absorbing these cells, and that's why price reacted this way. But I guess we will go lower eventually. It was a shame that price just spiked us here, but it is what it is. So next time it will be better. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for being there. Pablo, thank you very much for being there as well. Hope to see you Monday once again. And yeah, I guess that's it for today's action. So have a nice weekend. Have a nice weekend. Stay well, stay safe, and yeah, See you next Monday. Thank you.